In this video, we're going to take a look at how to find the mode for a set of data. Okay, some of you may remember this from a previous class, but mode is the value that will occur most often. Okay, so mode and most is how I kind of remember those two things. You are able to have more than one mode. Okay, or it could be possible you have no mode at all. Okay, so in this first example, it talks about 6 strains of bacteria were tested to see how long they could remain alive outside their environment. Here's the data. So as we go through here, we see all different sets of numbers or different numbers listed. So for the mode on this, you would just say there is no mode. Okay, so there's one right off the bat. And that's because each value occurs only once. Only once. Okay, so that's a done deal. Okay, so next one, we have a set of data here where we have 15 miles per hour, and they check their stopping distances. The data in feet are shown below. So again, you're looking for numbers that occur most. Okay, so for example here, I see 3 18s. And then over here, I see 3 24s. Okay, so that means the mode for this one is 18 and 24 because they occur most and they have the exact number of occurrences. When you have 2 modes, you call this a bimodal distribution. Okay, so bimodal. All right, so next up is an ungrouped frequency table. Okay, so ungrouped, like in our previous data sets that we've looked at for mean and median, ungrouped just means I have the data here in a list, and then I have my frequencies right beside it. Okay, so in order to go through and figure out the mode for this one, you look at the one that has the highest frequency. Okay, in this case, there's 18 is your highest frequency. Okay, so that means the mode is going to be 29 because that's telling you that there are 18 29s in the data set, and that is the most of any. Okay, all right, next up is our grouped frequency table. And again, it's grouped because we have intervals or boundaries here. Ungrouped, remember, is just the data. Grouped means we're in categories or intervals down through here. Okay, so to calculate the mode, okay, for a grouped table, again, check the highest frequency, which is right here at 5. Okay, so beside it is going to be called the modal class. So we would list that at 20.5 to 25.5. Okay, modal class. An estimate for the actual mode would be the midpoint for that class. Okay, so we'll use an XM to estimate. So I will add those boundaries and divide by 2 and get that the mode approximately 23. So we're just using that as an estimate. Okay, next one down, and to finish this up, is that if you have nominal or categorical data, so in other words, if you have words, okay, then the mode is just the most typical case, and you're just going to answer with a word. Okay, so if this is our categorical frequency table, and you look here, these should be listed as frequencies. Okay, this 1425 is highest, and that's going to represent the most typical case. Okay, so then when you report in, well, what is the mode for this categorical data? You just list this word here. You would just write in it's business. Okay, and that would wrap that up. And remember, when you do mode, it is completely possible you can have no mode, just to kind of refresh. You can be bimodal. You could be trimodal. Or you could even be multimodal. Okay, so this one's many. I bet you know that one's going to be a 3, that's a 2, or you have 0. Okay, so thank you for watching. And again, this was information about how to calculate the mode in different situations.